A local comedian says her hands were shaking when an audience member threw a beer at her over the weekend, but somehow she didn't show it.
CBS 2's Allie Bauman sat down with a comedian who shared how she stayed cool to handle that heckler.
I'm so insecure, I went and got an ID.
This is how Saturday night ended for comedian Ariel Elias, with someone throwing a full can of beer at her during a set. She picks it up and chugs it to roaring applause. Were you as calm, cool, and collected on the inside as you seemed on the outside?
No, I had so much adrenaline and was trying to just breathe and take a beat, not let anybody see that my hands were shaking.
Elias was doing stand-up at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant Beach Saturday night. As she often does, the comic asked if anyone in the crowd had a question for her, and one woman did.
Did you vote for Donald Trump? Did I vote for Donald Trump? What do you think?
I wasn't talking about politics at all, so it was just like, oh, you're clearly looking for a fight.
Elias tried to change the subject, but the heckler persisted.
I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden. All right, I can tell by the fact that you're still talking but nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump.
That's the club owner on screen walking over to the heckler.
When I said to her, I said, listen, it's not about you anymore. You need to keep it quiet or you need to leave.
The woman walked out. Then the owner says a man she had come with threw the closed beer can and he ran out. The owner says the guy who threw the beer can was sitting all the way back here, which means he threw it over the heads of all these people in the audience before nearly hitting the comedian. There was not a bouncer there that night, but the owner feels having one would not have even changed that much.
So if somebody's throwing something, what do you do? It's not like a Chris Rock situation and Will Smith and you see the 30-second walk to the stage.
Elias says in her 11 years as a stand-up, she never worried about physical violence on stage before this.
Audiences are so much drunker than they used to be. I think COVID really taught people how to drink. We all bottled up so much for so long and couldn't interact with each other, and we had to bury all of these emotions and all of these feelings and all of this trauma. And so now people are acting on impulse.
The club owner filed a police report and plans to press charges. Elias, meantime, is ready to get back on stage. In Point Pleasant, New Jersey, Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.